Hello and welcome, my name is Raisin from MinecraftHeads.com. Today I would like to give you a small sneak preview on Minecraft Heads version 2.0. Yeah, you heard right, I worked on this project since quite a while, and since the backend is very far already, I would like to give you a sneak preview here to show you all the upcoming features. So first of all, to those of you who don't know the difference between the backend and the front end, the backend is the area where all the data is handled, where we organize the heads and tag the heads. The front end is the area which you see in the end. So now you may wonder, hey, why do you make a sneak preview of the backend if we don't see the backend in the end? Well, you might not see it in the end, but you can see all the upcoming features which are already prepared for the front end. And so who is this video for? Of course, for the people who work with the backend in the end, for the team, and for all interested people who would like to have a detailed look on all the upcoming features. So I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, actually what you see here is not the backend, that's the front end. It started, but well, that's almost everything which you can see right now, so it's not much, it's just a more or less empty page. But if you go here, this here is the backend, and you can see there are multiple sections right now. And I think I split those sections into smaller videos because I tried to make a video and about all the sections, and it turned out to be really long in the end, so I decided to split it. And let's see how this goes. This is the first section, the submissions section. And you see a few submissions here already. Of course, you know those heads already. They all exist in the database, just dummy data, which I submitted here. But I can still show you a few of the improvements which are already done. First of all, before a head ends up here in the validation list or in the submission list, it's checked for doublets. And it's checked for doublets in the head list, in the submissions itself, and it checks for doublets based on the full body and on the head. So there are really a lot of doublet validations which will ensure that the doublet validation works a lot better. Right now we can only validate for doublets after we accepted a head from the validation list. And so we have to remove it from the final collection again. So if you ever wondered why there are empty IDs, those were doublets. Okay, that's the first point. Now you may wonder what happens if we find a head which head is already existing, but the skin file is different. Well, there will be a connection between a head and multiple skin files if the body is different. This appears for quite a few heads, to be honest, especially humans, so it might be interesting for some. Okay, next you see multiple names here, like dwarf, honeydew, or warrior. Those are the names which come from the front end. And if someone or multiple people submit the same name with different data, which often appear if there's quite an important head, like from a YouTuber or something else, there might come different input, which is interesting for us. One is just calling it a dwarf. The other one tells us, hey, this is Honeydew, a YouTuber. And so we collect all the information from the user, and then we can decide, okay, what do we call this head? Category, of course, category. Tags. You may wonder, okay, there are tags in the submission list. The data within this list come from the custom head generator, which you will have access to, and there are already tags. This is new, because right now you could only submit a name, a category, and basically your name, because we had to grab the skin file from somewhere, and nothing else. Right now you can also add tags and comments. I'm not sure if I activate tags for everybody, because might be a feature which is kind of abusive, but at least for registered users I really would like to activate this feature. So if you're interested in making submissions which are already tagged well, you can do this, and you can save us some work. So thanks if you use it. And yeah, there are comments. So If you would like to comment anything on your submission, like for example, hey, this is from this series, but there is no tag yet, so you should create this tag and it belongs here or something like this, you can do this. And we collect it from every submission. So in this case, 3 people submitted it, one as a dwarf, one as honeydew, one as warrior. And with 2 of those submissions, there was a comment. This is the first comment, this is the second comment. Just reminded that something is missing, submitted by here. And of course, we collect all the submitters. This is probably the most important change which is about to come for the heads section in the end. Because you may know right now, whoever submits the head or a certain head first is used as a contributor in the end on the heads page on the bottom right corner. But it might be that this person is not really the creator, it's just some person who found the skin and submitted it. And sometimes this creates problems, but we cannot check who created the head in the end or the skin file in the end. So what we are doing now is that we collect all the people who submitted a head and a skin file, and we just link to it. So we just link to the player account, of course, because a Minecraft player might not be the same as or the same name as your account on Minecraft Heads. That's the difference. But you can connect your account from Minecraft Heads with your player name, so you know, okay, this player name is used by me, and then you can see the submissions with your player name to a skin file or a head. And so if you find a skin file which you submitted, but it was submitted by someone else already, and you would like to connect it to your player, just resubmit it, and then it's connected to your player too, and you're listed as a contributor too. So we kind of would like to solve the problem that we cannot know who really created a skin file. So this is really a great change, which I really hope that solves a lot of problems. Okay, so what are those here? Those are our options. You see those buttons, main and user, and this is also a very, very big change, which is about to come. We will have 2 collections in the front end in the end. Right now on Minecraft Heads 1.0, you only know the main collection, to be honest, because main collection are all the heads which we really like, which are great, which are well made, but of course there are many, many other skins and people still would like to have them. So only if we don't think this is the best standard, you might think different, and you might want to have the gift code and the skin file. So we will move all the other stuff to the user collection. Of course, not all the other stuff. If it's against the law, we have a blacklist, so I have to care about this, of course. And if I just see it's just random trash, I can still delete it if I would like to. But most of the stuff will either go to the main collection or the user collection. But of course, for the plugin, only the main collection will be in there, but you'll have it'll be a lot easier to get all the gift codes which you submitted by the user collection and by the submissions which are on your Minecraft account and which are linked there. I know it's all a bit difficult with the Minecraft account, with the Minecraft Heads account, with the linking of those accounts, and from the player account to the skin file. It's a bit different, a bit difficult to explain, but I'm quite sure you'll understand it as soon as you see it in the front end. Okay, so what's this little button here? Well, this is the validation, and this is basically auto tagging. Yeah, you heard right. Tagging such a large database is really a lot of work, and I decided to implement a system where you can auto tag some heads. It's already implemented, and I would like to make a quick demonstration. So here you have all the validation rules, and those are the active ones right now. Let's make something like, if there's a name called Warrior, we would like to have the tag medieval warfare helmet. Let's make such a validation rule. So create title tags. This here, the trigger title is warrior, and the tags is medieval warfare helmet. Oh, let's say beard. We cannot know this, but I just would like to do this for some demonstration. And let's go here and let's click on validation. And ta-da! This is auto tagging. If this rule exists now, those tags are applied before the head is even within the validation list or within the submissions. So this can save a lot of work to our tagging crew, and I'm really looking forward to improve the system here. Okay, that's all about submissions. I hope there was something interesting for you, and see you in the next video about head changes. Goodbye.